Welcome back, anglers. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Call of the Wild the Angler on Izilo Zasendulo, where we are finally bringing the hook size chart into play and effect, and I'm hoping that means we're going to see quite a bit of easier things to go for and get done. So I want to start off with, I think it's the location challenges, because we do have a red-nosed lobio to get, and then we also have it as a gear challenge, I believe, for, is it bottom fishing? Yeah, bottom fishing. So that should be pretty easy to get and do. We just have to head up to... Right, one of the areas that for some reason we don't have a fast travel point to. So we'll just have to quickly head to Freaky Spot here, or Freaky Spot. Hop in a boat, head up there, get that done, and then we'll see what other challenges to get done. But yeah, we'll see how it feels today after we have the hook size chart as an option for... Well, let's see, can we make the jump? Yes, we can. We'll see how it feels having the hook size chart, and depending on, like, results of it, I think it'll probably come into play where it might feel like it's just a necessity to have it. Like, if they wanted to carry it forward where they don't have the player knows every hook size and that, and they have to make their own charts, maybe include, like, a blank copy or, like, a reference in-game that you can fill out as you catch fish at certain hook sizing, or from a certain rank, you get that rank and downwards for what it counts as. So, like, from the one that I have linked in the description and we used last weekend, let's say you're going after the... We'll use the red-nosed lobio since we're going after it. Let's say you catch a silver with a hook size of 7. So then it shows you on this chart, just like we see, 7, 8, 9, 10 all filled in for what ranks you get. And that gives you an idea of, okay, if I want to step up to gold, I have to at least try the next one up, or the one up from that. Give the player some kind of way to record the information right in-game and a reference if you don't want to have the hook size chart just like as an included feature of it. I think it's a way to both give it a sense of progression because you feel like you're filling out a chart and getting stuff done, while still keeping a bit of a spirit of there's some mystery in that and it just has to be like through gameplay you'll trial and error it. Or, well, you'll trial, error, and come to your own discoveries. The biggest issue I have had is... Okay, yeah, we'll stop here. I'll get the rod set up, because we need a... Looks like a hook size 6. And I think we want cheese. Let me just double check with the info in here. Yeah, it says corn or cheese. You know what? Maybe we'll switch to corn instead and see what the results are. But again, give it so that way there is a reference in-game for the player to have. It's still one thing that just... If a game has a way of including, like, a database, a knowledge base, etc. inside of it, rather than you having to go out of the game, Google to look it up, that's always a positive, in my opinion, to it. As it helps keep you kind of immersed and enjoying the experience, and this big disconnect if you have to basically pull yourself entirely out, go onto Google or through some other search engine and spend some time figuring out what you're trying for there. Whether we'll see that, I honestly don't know, but again, it feels like it's something that'd be nice to slot in because you do have... You can see all the species, you know what the baits go for, but you don't have any idea about the hook sizing for any of the casts you previously had. And I do want to see, there's... I don't know if that's every sketch possible to have found, or that's just the ones we've got so far. And we've got the latest catches, which, weirdly, once again, they don't tell you what hook size you use. They do tell you the habitat you caught them in, though. Now, if only you knew that habitat before this point when you were fishing. And then there are a few, legendary fish, too. Okay, that's interesting. Never seen the run for your money trait before. Or the evil eye. And then we also got the siren song. Interesting. Yeah, we'll try this since this is supposedly the correct setup for a red-nosed lobio with hook and everything. And just wait a while for any results. If they don't go for the corn, then we'll switch up to something else and see if that works. I'm trying to think of what all we have to go for today. I know I have a few location challenges that have been kind of built up a bit. Yeah, we've got the modeled eel. That'll have to set the day to night 4. And then 2 largemouth yellowfish. We'll just have to see where those locations are. I'm going to try to see about knocking out all of the silver rank challenges to get all that completed. The gold ones, it's a little more difficult to tackle them because you do need the specific reel, rod, and line setups. Although it might probably more so is going to be the reel and line than the rod itself. But again, it's just, we'll have to see. And not really any activity happening on this, so I'll give it another moment or two and then pull this up and try a different bait. Because even if we do have the hook sizing right, it's another matter about getting the bait type correct too. And I don't know if I should be trying to cast into the deeper water, or just around here is good enough. Actually, you know what? Let's try casting way out and just see what happens. Now there's some depth. See what's lurking down around 10 meters. But I guess the legendary fish were more of a recent addition to Izilo Zasendulo, because, again, for the hook size chart we've got, they don't even have the names listed or any information about them. On all the other hook size charts we've used, I think we have seen that they've all included the legendary fish and the range of hook sizings. Because apparently you can actually catch them on, it's not just like one specific that they're always going to be at. They have a range to them for their sizing you might get. But all we can really do is just wait around here for if we hear anything. Is there anything else to try? Well, we could try the liver or the eggs. Because that is another listed bait type that they do like going for. And they don't have a time of day thing, right? No, it is just bottom lurking in that. Oh, there we go. I don't know if it is what we're after, but at least we finally got something of interest on there. Yeah, we're probably not going to have to worry about the line tension of anything we catch with just a hook size 6. We're basically going backtracking complete side quests now with having progressed so far along. I will have to see how long we'll spend on Izilo Zasendulo. Like, again, the main thing I want to do is all silver's done. We can look at trying to tackle some of the golds if we have the correct equipment for it. But I don't super have anything of, like, particular interest or goal still to be met for the series. And it's not a red nose, but we got ourselves a purple. We'll toss you back in. And maybe I'll switch out for the eggs and see if that does anything. And way out there. And we'll see if anything comes of this. And how am I even doing for funds? Okay, we're starting to get a little bit of funds back. We've got 2520 now. But yeah, our gold count is definitely pretty low on... Ooh, that was fast. Yeah, our funds count and our gold token counts are both a little low. I think this has probably been... It's mostly because for a lot of the gold rank size of fish, they only have one specific hook size they work on. Like, there are a number that silvers, you only have the one size as well, but you probably can find that a little easier than the golds. That shouldn't be too long before we'll have the fish right towards the surface near us. And we'll see if this is another purple labio or we manage to get a red nose. Actually, must be right under the boat. There's our red nose. Exactly what we are after. So I think that knocks out the 2 for 1. Yeah, there's the location challenge done. And there's the gear challenge done. Okay, let me just check the journal for other location challenges. So we've got that one. And that one is... Oh, actually, that's down by Freaky's spot. So I think the other 2 might all be along the river as well. Yeah, that one's way up there. So you know what? We'll head up for that one first, just because I can always fast travel down to get that one. And ironically enough, I think what we will... there's no fast... Oh, there is the fast travel to that point, but you know what? They're actually... If I check the journal, I think the modeled eel is actually in between, isn't it? Yeah, it is. You know what? We'll head off to do that one next. And we actually... Yeah, maybe what we'll do is we'll have the camera out here while we're driving along the boat. We don't have to worry too much about sticking to the roadway in this one, or in this vehicle. But we'll head for the modeled eel spot. I don't know if I will be able to catch them with it being morning. I might have to hop out to the menu quickly, set it to night, and hop back in. But we'll see once we get here and just try a couple of casts. I think with the size of hook we'll be using... Now, we can go up to a 4 or a 3 with them, so we might at least be getting some other stuff on the, on the line as we go for it. We want hook size of... Let's go for 3, and I'll slap the liver on for now. Although... Okay, they are bottom working, and it's redworm, minnows, and... Yeah, maybe we'll try the wafters, actually. Yeah, we'll try using that. There's not really any super deep spots over there, but we'll try a hard cast towards where it wants it. And we'll let that sit for a little bit and see if anything does happen. Now, when we're trying for the eel in the cave location for like that one location challenge, it does seem like the time of day may have a big impact on if we can get or not. I don't think it completely rules out the possibility, but it definitely affects the odds of how likely you are to catch one. So we'll try maybe just a couple of casts or so here, see if anything does go for what we put in, try to fast travel between old location ones to knock those out, and then the gear challenges, those are pretty easy, and I know a spot where you can go to for the, I think it's 2 bass we still have to get, the spotted and the smallmouth. Actually, we'll check right now while we're killing some time. Yeah, the smallmouth has one, the spotted bass has one, and that looks like that is it for all the silver ranks. So once we can get these all knocked out, all we've got left are the golds, or, well, golds and any location challenges I haven't gotten to on the map. Like, that would be a little bit of a thing that would be handy, is to have, like, a full list of... It might not show you where the locations are, but at least just have you, like, knowing what the full amount of how many there are per map there is to go and do. Because I don't know how they'll go forward. Like, Izilo's Zasendulo, I think they did change up... I believe the location challenges have been changed up with this DLC, but I could be mistaken since we did skip over the Spain map. Because it's no longer you go to a hub and it tells you to go to this location to catch this specific fish, this location for this one. It's more catch any fish of this rank anywhere you want. Catch the gold is the same, but specific specifications upon it. And then the location challenges are you just discover them as you come to them. Okay, let's see what we got here. I don't think it's anything too big, given we're not really having worries with the rod tension. But for hook size of 3, well, there are a number of bronze things we could be catching too. And I'm not going to aim for a gold-sized eel. We'll just have to see what we bring in here, really. Could be anything. Okay, what do we got? Oh, it is our eel. Perfect. Yeah, we won't have you above water for too long there, bud. Let's toss you back in. Okay, that's done. So that's another location challenge done. Yeah, now we're zooming now that we know the gear specification is so much better. I was surprised this one didn't have location challenge to it, but I guess with how far and remote it is, I'm kind of thankful for it. But we still gotta head to the other end of the trail here to go for one of the largemouth yellowfish. And you know what? I should actually activate that mission right now, just to make sure we're at the right one. So this one, all we need is a silver rank of them, and they could go from anything from a hook size of 3 to 1/0. Kind of surprised. Oh no, I don't think I've actually caught a gold rank largemouth yellowfish, have I? No, it was a smallmouth I got. Alright, the bush stopping us right there. Okay, come on, get our way through all this. Yeah, it should be just ahead here. Yeah, up over there is where we gotta go. Oh, hop off the rock. And here, it doesn't matter what style of fishing we do. Actually, only for the bass, I think it'll matter what style of fishing we try out for them. So let me take a look and see what the largemouth yellowfish like going for. Popper, high impact, and doe. Okay, I think with that in mind, we'll try float fishing for them. Yeah, we use the Stalo and the Lumuntu. That. Okay, so it looks like for largemouth, maybe we go for a 1. And try the doe and see. We won't toss it super deep in the water, because I don't think it needs to be. And see if we can get one of what we need from that here. Oh yeah, if we can knock out these two for the yellowfish, then we'll probably have to do next episode of the bass, but that'll be everything there knocked out. I just want to check. They don't bottom feed, do they? No. We'll just have to wait and see if anything does go for it. It's probably... I don't think float fishing would really work all that well in like how fast the currents are here, but I just think I completely emptied our load out when it came to our our spin fishing options. And we don't have a vehicle call station to access our inventory to really switch it up again. Which is a little weird since you can do it from the, you can do it using a Jeep, but you can't do anything with the boat. Seems like we won't be in luck for this cast. Maybe I want to pull that out. You know what, maybe the better option will be to go from the smallest, because then anything larger than that can go for it. So we'll try actually a 3. And we'll keep it up near the surface. The reason why I decided to shrink it down to a 3 is how... I mean, it used to work for the game. It might still work now that we have, like, the concrete hook size chart go off of, but... smaller fish can't go for larger hook sizes, but large fish can go for smaller hook sizes. So we're trying to open up to as many options as possible with this. And there's some tension to the line. Not all that much, but we did have to increase the friction brake a little bit. Yeah, it's not really taking line out, but we're not gaining it either, so we'll have to probably pump the rod a few times to bring it in. But it's fighting both us and the current, so that might help us a fair bit for bringing this one in. I just want to mind the rocks on the right side there, because again, if the line seems to get intercepted by anything, or like it goes around something, it basically instantly snaps it. I'll just keep slowly going at it. Oh. Yeah, take our time, ease it in, and we'll have it before we... Oh, there we go. We can hear it. I think it's a yellowfish. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a yellowfish. Hello, you. Perfect. Oh, and that actually gave us a nice completion for the dough bait mastery. So we'll toss that back in. Another one knocked off. And that just leaves one to try getting from Freaky's spot. And because we already have the setup that caught us the 1 silver, might as well try for another silver here. I'm just going to make sure that the location is just, like, right from the docks here. Like, right around here. Oh, over there. Again, sometimes location challenges, they can have a wide radius around where they want you to do it from. Other times, though, be careful going down this. They want you more specific in one spot only. So we'll see if we can get our luck to hold and round out the episode with all of our location challenges finished up. But very stark difference from, like, the last weekend, or I'd say even the last couple of weekends, just, like, how steady we've been hitting all these off. If you do want to try to, like, again, trial and error your way through it all and figure out everything you got to, like, all your hook sizing and that, without looking up a chart, you easily can. But my recommendation is just to be saving your time with the process. Just find one that's out there and use it for your reference. It makes the gameplay feel so much smoother, not having to worry about the slow, what variable do I have to change up to get what I'm after. If you're not in a, like, rush or anything, you like the slow, methodical, trying to figure it out piece by piece, all power to you for it, but I know for myself, I mean, more so because I do have the series I do and I want to show you guys actual stuff happening, the chart is really handy. Okay, I'm going to pull that in, and maybe we'll try another cast out over this way. Whee! Get it way out there. I mean, all we do need here is a bronze rank, but I figured we have the setup for a silver, and we know it works once, so we'll try that down here, too. And then from here, I think I might actually head back up towards this spot here, because I think we were catching at least one species of bass there. So all I might have to do is, using the hook size chart, get the correct sizing for the lures we'll use, and then try that. But yeah, we'll give it another moment or two, see if anything happens or not. And then go forward from that. And I do wonder if, like, location might have any effect for, like, what baits do work for the species. Like, what else could we try here? We could try the minnow to see. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to do that, because it does seem like if anything is going to go for your float bait, it usually does go for it pretty quick. So we'll see if maybe changing the bait type up will help entice a strike. Yeah, we'll keep going for... maybe this will be the last cast this episode, because we are a little long into this episode's length. I still feel like trying to keep the videos between 20-30 minutes for the anglers a pretty nice time frame for them. It's not too long, it feels like it drags on, but it's also not too short, so it feels like we do get a little bit accomplished each episode for progression. Sometimes some more than others, just depending on like how the fishing does go, but I think that's like a nice little framing for them. Yeah, looks like we're going to strike out on that one, but at least here... Oh, no, actually, no, we don't have a vehicle call station. So we might... Well, actually, we always could fast travel to a spot, call in the vehicle, do the swaps and such we want for our storage, then fast travel back out here to put them to use. Because, yeah, I think we'll bring this in and end this episode here for now. We should be able to wrap up all the challenges I'm hoping for next episode without too much issue, and then go from there, and maybe another weekend or two on Izilo Zasendulo. We'll have to see, because gold ranks will all have to take a little bit more time to figure out rod, reel, line setups for them. But thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Call of the Wild the Angler. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I see you all next video or episode, Anglers and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy angling.